What's good, Rebel Gang? How you feeling? How you doing? Who you doing? Who you choosing? It's your girl Rebel, and I'm back with another video. In tonight's video, we are gonna be doing, oh my god, this is gonna probably get me hurt, but it's all right. I'm not disrespecting anybody in this video, saying no names. That's number one, but we just gonna do it anyway. Today's video, we're gonna be doing my top 10 worst, you hear me, worst dates that I've ever encountered.
Hold on, do it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Before we do this, we're gonna be getting a little high. So if you're watching this, get your little blunt, get whatever you gotta get, and just listen to this story. I'm gonna make the story short. I'm not gonna make them as long because number one, we don't need this stuff. Sorry, my girlfriend's on the phone with her dad, so if you hear in the background, don't mind it. It's gonna be crazy. Let's get this started. Coming in number one. Do we have something right here? Whatever, coming in number one. This is like, I can't. All right, we gonna call her Stitch. If you know, you know. Basically, I hid in the closet. Yes, I hid in the closet. Why did I hide in the closet? So what happened was, we was, you know, we was doing some, well, we was about to do some things. I had to hide in the closet because she thought her mom was coming home. So, this is so embarrassing, Lord. So basically I had to hide in the closet because she thought her mom was coming in the house, basically. We was hanging out, we was watching movies. From us watching movies in the living room, we made it to the kitchen, to the hallway, to her room. Yeah, we did. So we made it to the room. It's about to go down, and then all of a sudden, yo, you have a company? What's going on? So she like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, what? What happened? Like, who's coming? Like, I don't play that setup shit. We don't do that. So now she like, oh, my mother. I'm like, your mother? I'm like, what, she coming over? Like, she don't know I'm gay. What? What the fuck? So you mean to tell me I'm gonna get my ass whooped or cursed out because your mom don't know you like girls and I'm not even supposed to be over here? Are you dumb? And nah, this is not happening. She's like, get in the closet, get in the closet. I'm like, what? Now I go in the fucking closet and I'm peeking through the door like, yo, like this is really happening? Like I'm saying in my head like, yo, this is really happening. So now I'm in her closet and then she goes to the door, taking mad long to get to the door. Like, girl, like, why die this shit? Mind you, let me tell you, the whole time I'm in the closet, I'm thinking, so how am I get out? How am I get out? Because like, if you from the hood, there's no back door. If you live in an apartment, there's no back door. There's only one door to get out of. So I had to be like, yo, is it the window? She on the second floor. Can I survive? Is my legs that long? Can I really? No, you're gonna break a leg. Okay, so what the fuck I'm gonna do? Opens the door. It's two of her friends. It's her homeboy and his girlfriend or whatever like that. They like, oh, it's good. I'm just like, so she's like, oh, you can come out now. And they like, come out. Who's here? So they don't know me. I'm just a little sneaky link. You know what I mean? It wasn't that type of party. Period. So I'm just like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know, the coast is clear. I'm good. Ain't no mom's gonna strangle me. Mind you, she Dominican. Y'all already know the Dominican mothers, they do not play about their kids, like, at all. I could never come over again, period. Coming in number 2, her mom had a U-Haul truck for her outside. Mind you, this is the first time we actually like met up. We already know lesbians, we always meet up real quick. Everything is fast. You already spending the night at Shorty house, that's it. But we was talking before that. It wasn't like, okay, we text and then I'm at her house. Nah, we was talking for like a month or 2 and then finally met up. Mind you, she lived, can I say where she lives? Boston, I'm gonna just say Boston. Went out there like 4 hours bus drive or whatever the case is. Crazy, right? I know. Then got there, whatever the case is, met her, everything was cool. And then spent the night. We ain't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? Next morning, but no, that night her mom kept talking like mess and everything like that, and I'm just like, yo, what's good with her mom? Her mom was there, her mother was there, and I was shocked. Like, girl, you invite me over, your mother's here? Okay. So she was like, she's leaving tomorrow anyways, but I didn't know what the situation was. She just kept saying she's leaving tomorrow, whatever. Once we get up, we gonna go blah blah blah, but I didn't know what the situation was, where we was going, or whatever the case is. She didn't really mention it or say it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So next day, get up, I go and hit a door, swing open. So I jump up like, yo, what that? Like, what happened? So she like, her mother busts through the door. She's like,
oh, the U-Haul truck is outside, so you can get your shit and go.
U-Haul truck? I'm like, wait. She kicking you out? What are we supposed to do? Oh, you ain't coming to mine. She like, all right, you doing that for what? You trying to embarrass me? That's why I'm just like, I couldn't believe it. What mother already has a U-Haul truck outside waiting for them? That was crazy to me. That was number 1. And I'm literally helping her get her stuff put in box. I felt bad. No, I'm not even going front. I felt bad. So I'm just like, what is the situation? So she was like, no, I'm staying with my sister. I got a place to go. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like, I'm 4 hours away, like, girl, like, not saying that's a long or whatever like that, but I came all the way out here and, you know, to see you. I didn't know the situation or whatever the case is, but I'm just like, yo, what? And then she also just starts showing signs of like craziness, bipolar. She was very, the wall was huge. The wall was thick as fuck. Let's just say that. She just had a big ass wall. Couldn't get through it, couldn't even go around it. There was no crack to even see what the fuck was behind that wall. She just, yeah, it didn't work. So that was number 2. U-Haul truck was outside, ready. I had pulled her stuff. We brought her bed, everything to her house. It was crazy, literally. Like, her mom played no games, but she was nice to me. She was like,
you seem like a nice person, but huh? She's a fucking bitch.
I'm like, I gotta go. Crazy. Now this girl coming in number 3. You go number 3. Yo, she brought her baby. And I'm not saying like a toddler, like 2, not even. Yo, she was like 18, not even 18 months. I don't even know baby ages. Like, she was 1? Yeah, she was like, before you turn 1, what the fuck is that? I'm retarded, I don't know. She was just not a toddler, okay? Like, can't walk. You literally holding her in your arms, like, type shit. Like, that's how it was. So I'm literally just like, so we bring in babies the first day we meet people? I don't have a problem with women with kids. Never had a problem. But you don't bring your baby the first time we actually meet each other. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what threw me off. And I'm just like, then she asked me, can I watch her child because she wanted to go to her cousin's party the same night.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like kids, but I'm not babysitting yours. I barely even know you. Like, where they do that at? She wanted me to babysit her child. Beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. But who's doing that? Nah. Nah. Also another one that showed signs of like crazy, and it's just like, one thing I always say with women, don't introduce your child to everybody that you're meeting, because it does not mean that it's going to be successful. It doesn't mean that y'all going to actually be together in the end. You understand what I'm saying? That's for you to get to know that person, so you can be like, or you could determine, okay, this is who I'm going to be with, and now I want my child to meet them because we're possibly going to be together for a long time, or trying to build something together with my child, or whatever the case is. Yeah. If you could just give your child to anybody, it's just like, it was just a lot of red flags, a lot of red flags, and I just was like, yeah, not for me. No. Says what? But that was number 3. Number 4, we have, what can we call her? We gonna call her see-through. I'm gonna say see-through because she dead came in the restaurant with these see-through leggings on. Like, you can see her underwears and everything. And I have no problem with women, you know, expressing how they want to wear their clothes and whatever, but it's a place and time for everything to wear certain things, and certain things may not be appropriate for those restaurants that you are going into. Because there could be children in there, could be elderly people, whoever. You gonna give an old man a whole heart attack, a whole big cheeks all out and shit. Like, niggas gonna be like,
double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still out, my nigga. And,
you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, get there, meet up with her, whatever. We get in the restaurant, be talking, vibing. I'm like, okay, she seems cool, very, very smart. You know what I'm saying? Very cocky. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. And then, as we're eating, she dug in my food. This is the first time that we are on a date. You are not my girlfriend. We are not anything. Some people like that. I don't like that. Like, just straight up like, oh, what's... Is it me? I don't know. I just don't like shit like that. That threw me off. I was just like, okay. And I made a face, and she was like, you don't want me digging in your food? I'm like, I mean, I could have just, you know, passed you the plate or whatever, or gave it to you or something like that. It was just like, abruptly, like, I don't know. Oh, and then she was like, call your mother right now. I'm like, why? She was like, because I want to get her, she wants something, she didn't want something to eat or whatever like that. Cool, you want to feed my mother? Cool, like, I don't have no issue with that, whatever the case is. But it was just like, she was just like, already thinking I was hers, like, and I'm just like, can we, like, I'm a person that like to take baby steps, I'm gonna get to know you, everything like that. Like, you're just not gonna claim me like that already. Like, I like the confidence, but like, hold on. Like, it was crazy. And then she was like, let me call your mother. So she took my phone, got on the phone with my mom. She was like, well, hey, Mom, what you want to eat? My mother on the phone, like, huh? Who is this? So I was like, oh, Ma, that's my friend I'm on a date with. Da, da, da. Like, now I got to explain to my mother. Like, we wasn't even on those terms yet. Like, on that type of movement. Like, slow down. Calm down. That scared me. I was scared. I was just like, but that wasn't the reason why I didn't talk to her. It was other reasons. And she had started already putting my pictures on Facebook and had a whole album of me, like, literally. And I was just like, nah, she's crazy. Then I heard some other stuff. It was a lot. Like, mutual friends. Like, my people always tell me something of somebody, and I just be like, hey, keep that in the back of my head, because sometimes I don't listen, and I just be like, oh, let me just go ahead and see and risk it. And then when I risk it, and I'm fucking... It's just, yeah, just a sad situation afterwards. I just be like, damn, I know I should have listened to such and such, or damn, then they just tell me I shouldn't have to talk to her and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you gotta listen. Come to number 5, we have, hey, there's number 5. I'm high, y'all. Yeah, number 5. She blew smoke in my face. Why? Like, there's so many other places you could blow the smoke. Why the fuck my face? Come on. So, me and my bro, he's a he now. Trans, y'all already know the deal. So we go walking on the beach. We see other girls and stuff like that. We like, okay, da da da, waiting for her because we supposed to meet up. She taking mad long, so we just like, all right, whatever. Finally come, she come with her peoples. I'm like, all right, cool. So I meet her and I'm just like, she don't really look like her pictures, but you already know, like, it's okay. Pictures, we got a little filter, boom, bam. I do it too sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't mind it. I'm just like, okay. So she was drunk because they said she was nervous. Because one of her friends came to she was, oh, she a little nervous. She was drinking before she got here. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, she just like laughing mad loud. She's falling in the sand. Then she said something to me. So she's like, yeah, that she blew the smoke in my face. And I'm just like, yeah. And my bro looking at me like, nah, bro. I'm just like, okay. And so it started raining. So now I'm just like, all right, we gotta go. So we start packing up our stuff. So she's like, oh, you gonna hit me up afterwards? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. In my head, I'm like, nah. It was just like, I understand she was nervous and everything like that, but it also was like an awkward, like it was a lot of awkward vibes, like in the middle of our conversations and stuff like that. Then our friends was asking me mad questions, and I'm just like my bro not asking her a motherfucking thing. Why y'all asking me? I mean, friends are gonna be friends or whatever the case is. They gonna wanna ask, cool. But it was just like too soon. I don't know, I'm different. Like, don't question me. Like, it just didn't work. So as we was leaving, mind you, I met number 1. That's how I met number 1. So at the bus stop. And she looked familiar, and I'm like, oh, I saw her on like one of the little dating sites I used to be on. And I'm just like, I had went past her picture, but I saw her like in person. I'm like, oh, she is cute. I'm like, and then that's how I hit her up. And then that's how we had started linking and stuff like that. But that's crazy. I'm supposed to be meeting, chilling, having a little, not a date, but a little meet up with one girl. And then I meet another girl that same night, and I actually started talking to her. I was horrible. Wow, Sadia. Nah, that's crazy, but it happens. Coming number 6. Wait, what? All right. Hold on. Her homeboy was the third wheel Valentine's Day date. Oh my God. So her homeboy, he gave, he was like a little trade definition of that. He was, you know, low key. So that's what he gave, and he was just very attached to her and like best friend type shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I didn't think nothing of it, like, oh, she messing around with him. I'm not a jealous person. So I'm just like, all right. But before he came, we was already on the date, like literally. So all of a sudden, we're in a restaurant, nice restaurant on 14th Street, Chocolate Factory. Some of y'all might know about this, and man, whatever. So anyways, we're in there, and I'm showing her like my gifts and everything I got her. Mind you, we on the line before we get to our, to be seated. And then he hits off, he like, oh, I'm on my way, because it was supposed to be a double date. So he's like, I'm on my way, but my date stood me up. We like, not even me. I'm like, stood you up? Did you even really have a date? Okay. So he's like, I'm almost here. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm in my head, I'm like, so he's gonna be on a date with us. He couldn't just go home. Okay, got it. So then all of a sudden he pulls up and I'm just like, hey.
What the fuck you doing here, nigga?
Anyway, so the whole time we eating and stuff like that, they just and I'm just sitting there like, hello, I'm here. Then after the date, we go to the movies, and then the movies that was across the street from the restaurant. And I'm just over the date at this point because I want to be all flirty. I want to be like, and it didn't happen. And she was very pretty, like, you know what I'm saying, very cool, laid back, whatever the case is. But you could have told him go home. I would have been like, oh damn, that's fucked up, but I'm gonna see you later. Like, it take 2 seconds. You had one job, shorty. I'm not rude, so I'm not gonna be like, yo, why the fuck you here? I'm leaving. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So but me and her didn't talk because she was I don't have a problem with bisexual women, but they just not for me. I'm gonna rephrase that. She was still talking to a guy. I don't play that. So it's either you talking to me or you're not talking to nobody. Very selfish. But anyway. Oh no, not this one. I don't want to talk about this one. Lord. Let me smoke real quick. Alright, this date. So coming in number 7, she fought me in the movie theaters. Yes, y'all heard me. She fought me in the movie theaters. Why did she fight me in the movie theaters? Who is she? Who gives a fuck? But her. We gonna call her I don't even know what to call her, but we gonna call her Wildcat. We gonna call her Wildcat. I don't fucking know. It just came to my head. Cause that was some wild shit. So she goes and, mind you, me and her was talking before we was friends, whatever. I wanted to talk to her, but then it was also some red flags. Then it was like her family didn't know. I'm always talking to a girl that is like either bisexual or didn't come out to their family. Like, why me? Whatever. So anyways, she goes and that's why we wasn't talking basically. So then we finally, like, it was her birthday. I'm like, I ain't talking to nobody, whatever. Let me take you out to eat. Take her out. I'm always going to the movies. Damn, I was a hoe. I was doing some repeatedly, not repeatedly, that's like, is that a word? I was doing some repetitive, is that the right word? Things all the time. Like, I guess it was just with those type of girls. Ooh, that was wrong. Oh my God. Anyway, took her shopping. That was first. After shopping, took her to the movies. And as we're checking in to do the, tickets and everything, she goes, we scratch all that. Hold on, I did a lot. Took her shopping, did her hair. Yeah. This stud do hair. Did her hair, and then we went to the movies. Because she had went home, got dressed, and then came back, and then we left. Then we get there, and her phone was buzzing, but I ain't paid no mind. Whatever, it's a phone. I ain't paid a bill. My phone was acting stupid because I was trying to pull up the QR code for us to pay for our tickets and stuff like that at the booth. So I'm like, why is my phone acting stupid? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna send it to you so I could pull it up on your phone so you could do it, you could give it to them or whatever the case is. I was like, give me a phone. Get her phone, and you know how a message, a notification pop up at the top, comes down, something boo, whatever, heart emojis. So I'm just like, the fuck? So I'm just like painting on mine. So I'm clicking it, click the fucking thing, boom, pops open. And the dude is like, happy birthday, babe, blah, 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 babe, babe, babe. Red flag, you're done. You're done.
Tell me why I shouldn't throw this drink in your bitch ass face.
Like, say less. Mind you, the movie that we was going to see was The Purge. The one when they was in the projects in the hood and they was shooting up the place. That one. The US one. Whatever. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I wanted to see that movie. I was not leaving, being pissed off, mad, I'm gonna see this goddamn movie. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna watch this movie. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. She's not my girl. Anyway, I was trying to make her. I'm like, all right, whatever. Give it back up on, boom. All of a sudden, I paid for the tickets and for us to get inside, whatever. Get in there. So we going up the escalator to get to our seats. So I turn around to her. I'm like, listen, after this movie is over, you can go your way, I could go my way. It was good seeing you. Why did I say that? She like, what are you talking about? She had an accent. She's like, what you talking about? So I'm just like, look at your phone. You read my messages? I'm like, no, I didn't try to read your message, but your shit is hot. It was flicking. And as it was flicking, I'm trying to press something, it clicked that. So that was an honest mistake. But my eyes wouldn't stop me from reading it. So, read it, saw it, know where I stand. Hello, get the, like, so she was upset about that. And then we get upstairs and I'm not saying nothing to her or whatever like that. I'm trying to get into the movie so we don't miss it. And because I like to see the credits, the little trailer parts, little whatever. I wasn't missing that because I want to see what's coming up. What other new movie I need to go and see. So she's pulling me by my locks like, no. Yaga. No, that's not what we're doing. Yanking it. Mind you, my head flew back like this. You trying to break my neck, bitch. So now, I'm like, oh, she's dead ass. I don't turn around and say, yo, what is wrong with you? Why are you pulling my hair? Oh, you gotta talk to me? I said, I'm not talking to you about nothing. It's nothing to talk about. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, that's it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I paid for everything already. Like, I still want to watch the movie. I'm not yelling at you. I don't care. I just want to watch the movie. Still getting tight. Now she's pulling me by my clothes. You didn't buy this. Get off of me. Like, so she's still trying to fight me. Like, in the middle, people is walking past like, I don't do that public embarrassment. I don't do that. We're not doing that. Stopped her, grabbed by her shoulder. I said, yo, you need to chill. Keep your hands to yourself. We're gonna watch this movie. Stop acting crazy. So now we go inside the thing. Sitting there, watching the trailers. And she's like interrupting everything. Like her whole head is like in my face like, so, hello. And I'm just like, I'm trying to watch the movie. So she just nudging me every minute, every 5 seconds. She wasn't even watching the movie no more. Like it was, she didn't even see what was going on because she's so busy trying to get me to talk to her. I was watching that movie heavy. I'm so good at ignoring people. It's so bad. So whatever. So she's still tight. Movie over. Cause I finally got us out, like nudging me and all that stuff. Cause I was really like paying attention to the movie. Leave me alone. Walking out. Now she's grabbing by my shirt again, pulling by my hair again. I'm like, yo, stop, bro. Like, it's done. Still doing the same thing. Now she's screaming. So I'm like, yo, if you want to be with dude, whatever like that, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you for it. I just could have known ahead of time, so I ain't have to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's already done. The damage is done. So she is going off saying mad stuff, cursing me out down the block. I just want to get home now. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, she says something to me, something disrespectful. It was something. I think it was something like, it was just, I can't remember what it was. She was just trying to be funny. I don't know what the hell she was trying to get at, but it wasn't making sense in my head. And I turned around and I just went like this to her forehead. It was like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. Like, we not doing that. Why did I even touch her forehead? She went ballistic. Oh my God. Spazzing. She's like, I'm pressing charges. Pressing charges?
Cops. Call the cops for what?
What the fuck? I went like this. I mushed like with my finger, literally. Like, back the fuck up.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She was talking trash.
Yo, you pressing charges for me mushing you? Really? Girl, you got it at this point. I don't play with the police.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
I don't play with them niggas. So, yeah, you got it. You got it. After that, I was like, nah. I started walking ahead of her, so she goes in the train station because I didn't know whether she knew that area like that. So I went and followed behind her in the train station. Mind you, paid a fare. A way that I didn't even have to go. I had to go a different way from that. And I'm like, yo, you don't know where you going. Come out the train station. Let's go. Now I'm doing this babysitting dumb shit. Because I have a heart. I could have just been like, yo, f you. I'm out. Go ahead, because you're doing the most. But it was mad late. And downtown Brooklyn is filled with nothing but crackheads, bums, crazy people at night, literally. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to let her just walk like that. You know what I'm saying? So she comes out and we get in the van or whatever that was down that way to get home. She sit all in the back, I'm sitting in the front. Once we get off that bitch, she go her way, I go mine. And that's it. It was crazy. Like that, like, I don't have time for all that arguing shit. I'm not doing that. I don't do the public embarrassment or public arguing and shit like that. That was just too much. And especially in the movie theaters, like, no, who's doing that? So that was one of those that What number was that? Alright, put in at number 8, we have, she brought her ex at the dinner table. Yeah. I don't even know how that happened. That's number 1. I don't even know how I know how I got there. So let me go down the timeline of what happened with that. So I had a day where it was just like, I was just like, yo, I just need a day to myself. I was supposed to be going shop. Well, I did. I went shopping on Flatbush and everything. And then just to clear my head, like I was just by myself that day. And then I was about to go to the movies. I'm always going to the movies. I was about to go to the movies by myself and just to watch a movie and just to chill because I never did that before. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go to movies by myself and just like da-da-da. So this girl, she was texting me that I was trying to talk to. And she's like, what you doing? I'm like, I might go to the movies or whatever like that. Right now I'm on, you know, Flatbush trying to, you know, shop or whatever the case is. And I don't know, just have a day to myself. So she was like, oh, for real? I'm over here. I'm by BBQ's downtown. So I'm like, alright. I'm like, yo, I said, oh, that's what's up. So she's like, oh, you should come through. I'm gonna treat you. And I'm like, you ain't gotta treat me. I can treat myself. So she was like, nah, no worries. I'm like, all right, whatever. Not knowing who she had with her, I'm just like, all right, stupid ass girl. Like, why ain't asked that? So pull up, and then all of a sudden she's like, no, I walk in, and I remember I had my flight jacket on, my glasses, a little hat like this, blue hat. I was looking alright. So It's mad girls at this table, mind you. I'm just like, so it's her, this other girl. It's like her and 3 other girls with her. And then the mysterious girl. We're gonna get to the mysterious girl. We're gonna call her mysterious girl for right now. And that's it. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh hey, how y'all doing or whatever. But in my head, I'm like, damn, why you ain't tell me you had mad people? So I sit down. She's like, oh my god, you so cute, blah blah blah. She just cheesing mad hard, and I'm just like, and everybody at the table like, oh, okay, like, you know how these femmes are, whatever. So one girl is just staring at me with the death eyes, like, and I'm like, so like, the fuck you looking at? In my head.
Yeah, don't do that.
So she talking to me or whatever, smiling, kiki, and she introduced me to everybody, and then she introduced me to the girl, mystery girl that kept staring at me. So then mystery girl started asking me mad questions.
Oh, well, who are you, and how did you guys meet, and how long you guys been talking?
And I'm like, well, we isn't talking that long, you know what I'm saying? It's the first time we actually, like, seeing each other. She like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, yeah, like, mind your business. Who are you, by the way? Like, then I actually said that. I said, well, who are you, by the way? When she said, oh, yeah, me and her used to talk, too. And I'm just like,
Excuse me, what was it?
And then she's like, oh, yeah, this is my ex. But we're just friends. Like, we're cool. Like, we still hang out and stuff like that. I'm just like, what? And you got me sitting at this motherfucking table in front of this girl? Now I'm on 10, like, sitting there like this. I'm femme or not, like, you're not gonna be grilling me like that, like, and I don't even know you. And now I know why you grilling me, because she like me and we talking and everything like that. You understand what I'm saying? But now homegirl's still talking, blah, 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 blah. So she texting somebody. I guess she was bringing somebody too. The girl don't know who the hell is there either. So it's like a whole setup. The girl I was that invited me or whatever, we gonna call her Brown Eyes, whatever. So Brown Eyes is like, oh, who you inviting? So she was like, none of your business. So she was like, oh, who? Dogface? I don't know who the fuck is Dogface. She was just calling somebody Dogface. I guess she looked like a dog. I don't know. So I'm just like, okay. So she didn't say nothing disrespectful about me, because I'm sitting there ready for her to even say anything about me or my look. So I'm just like, all right, go ahead. I'm waiting. Oh, nothing? Okay.
Got a problem then? You trying to get out, or you just trying to run your mouth? Oh, you just trying to run your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't play me. So all of a sudden, the girl gets there and she sits down. Brown Eyes is cracking up with her friends, like, yo, da da da. And I'm just like, yo, this is not even cute. Like, did you tell me to come just to, like, because you knew she was bringing somebody? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I could have went to the movies and just sat by my lonesome and just chilled. I'm just like, this shit is messy. What the f? So mind you, I didn't eat, and I'm drinking the drink that they had. It was Henny Colada. Drinking it. I start feeling crazy. So I said, yo, I'll be right back. I went to the bathroom and threw my life away. Like, I can't drink and not eat or something like that. Like, I would throw up. Came back. I felt like I smelled like throw up. Like, I don't even know. I just felt it in my heart. But I was just, she was like, yo, you okay or whatever? I was like, yeah. I was like, I kind of like threw up. She was like, oh, you threw up? Like, bitch, why would you say that mad loud? I'm just like, so they like, oh, you okay? I'm like, nah, I just didn't eat, you know what I'm saying? Didn't agree with my stomach. So she was like, oh, you should have said that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I should have ate first and then drunk it. That was my mistake or whatever like that. So I just kept eating or whatever just to make me feel better. Whatever. Girls start talking shit. Now they going back and forth at the table. I'm just sitting there just like, nah, this is not it. Finally, leaving out the place or whatever. Oh no, before we left, she gonna ask me, because Brown was like, oh, you wanna come over to my crib? I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I gotta go back home, but I made up something, I don't even know. So the girl was like, oh, so you going to her house? I'm just like, no, and if I was, she was like, oh, I'm just asking. I said, okay, but you didn't have to. Like, me, I'm going right back at you, like, who are you talking to? Like, so Same girl, mind you. Couple of weeks went by and we supposed to go, I was supposed to go and chill with her at her crib or whatever. Stupid. And mind you, she lived all the way in Jersey. I get in front of her crib with her. She's like, hold on, because her lights was on. She's like, who the fuck is this? I'm just like, well, I don't know. You live there. So she goes in. I'm standing outside now. I'm just late. I'm in Jersey. So I'm just like, girl, you better hurry up. Like, what? So she goes in and comes back out. She like, oh, you can't come in right now. It's not a good time. Run that back. I need a what? I can't do what? She like, oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know my ex is here. Mind you, this is not even the ex that was at the table. This is a whole nother ex. How many exes are there that are in your life? Still, when you're an ex, you're supposed to be gone. I'm sitting there like, wow. So now I'm just like, so, okay. I don't know Jersey like that. So I'm just like, bitch, now I gotta find a way. She's like, I'll pay for your Uber. You damn fucking right. Pay for my Uber, go to the fucking PATH train. Bitch, no, you should have paid my way back home. Because why would, that was so stupid. But I'm just like, you know what, whatever. Go on the PATH train, find my way through that bitch, get to the actual train station, get home. That was dumb on my part, and I need to not do that ever again. Like, that's why you, when you talking to people, make sure you ask questions, because you know you can't even do that nowadays because people are liars. People won't lie, or they just not gonna tell you. Period. They just, you know what I'm saying? It's horrible, and yeah, I ain't never talked to her again after that. It was clit by what? No. Then you told me to go. Like, my house is down the block. Like, you, come on, especially at night, and you just didn't give a fuck about my well-being. Like, fuck me. Like, you should have told that bitch to go. Why is she in your crib? Anyways, got me tight. Coming in at number 9, we have, oh my gosh, she was deaf. Not dead, deaf. Not deaf, like deaf. Yes. I know y'all sitting there like, how, Sadia? How did you even talk to somebody that was deaf? And I'm just like, let me tell you. So what happened was, this is crazy. Don't judge me, cause I'm a little slow sometimes, like poquito, just a little bit, right? I was on this site. This was years ago, y'all, so please don't judge me. I was young and stupid, okay? So, I was on this site called, should I say the site? I was on this site, this dating site. I'm gonna just say, I'm not gonna tell you what to say, because you're like, what the fuck? I was on this dating site, whatever. And she came up, I'm like, oh, okay. So then click yes, boom. Not paying attention to her name. I don't never pay attention to like they little tag names at the top or whatever, because you know everybody was having something different, like big booty girl, da 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 da, sexy this, da da da. I don't pay attention to that because everybody's names always look the same to me. I should have paid attention, but I thought it was a spell error in her title, and she probably was like a little, I don't fucking know. So her name said sexy deaf bitch. Oh, God, this is embarrassing. It says sexy deaf bitch. So I'm just sitting there like, okay, whatever. But I didn't know until we started talking. Well, not talking, but texting. So we texting. I had got her number. I'm like, I'm not doing this on the site. Like, give me a number. Like, we gonna talk. Come here. So started texting. And I'm like, can I call you or whatever, blah, blah. So she was like, I won't be able to hear you. I said, what do you mean? Lord, forgive me. Jesus. So I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I won't be able to hear you. And I'm like, your phone broke? She's like, no, I'm deaf. I'm like, I'm trying to gather myself because now it took me back to her page. Hold that thought, this message. Let me go on the site back, this dumbass dating site. Go back to her page. It says sexy deaf bitch. I said, oh shit, she's deaf. Yo, I'm retarded, like dumb, like for real, for real. So now I paused for so long before I could write back. Now she's texting back and she's just like, are you okay with that? Da, da, da. And I'm just like, nah, you good, you good. So I started thinking back of, what's that show called, The Fosters? So I'm thinking, okay, the girl who was deaf, like she could actually still have conversations with people and still, you know, just a little off or whatever the case is. Bro, hold on. So I'm like, you know, she probably could still understand me and probably still hear whatever. No. So we went on a date. And we met up. I gotta stop going to the movies. That was always my spot. This is sickening. Like, so before we even get to the movies, meet up in the train station. And I'm like, I see her, I'm like, okay, she's cute, da da da. Give her a hug. So I'm like, you ready to go? So she's talking to me, but I don't hear nothing coming out. Nothing coming out. And I'm like, huh? And I'm just, yo, this is fucking horrible. So I'm just like, text me. Like, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, all right, text me. So she texts me what she's saying. So she was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to, you know, so we could just text right now, whatever the case is, until we get to where we're going. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's how we were communicating, through text. Finally get to the movies, and in my head, I'm like, bitch, why the fuck would you pick the movie theaters? She not... I'm like, yo, Sadia, you're really slow. Like, why the fuck would you pick this shit? So now she goes, and I'm like, all right, what movie you want to like see? Now I'm doing hand gestures, like I know fucking sign language and shit. So I'm like, so what do you want to see? So she's like, I don't know. Like she did something like, I don't know, whatever. So I was like, I want to, because I wanted to see Kevin Hart. It was like a Kevin Hart movie, but in my head I'm like, she not gonna understand the jokes. That's selfish. What the fuck can we do? So I'm like, oh, scary movie, because she could see the action. Jesus Christ. So now I'm like, you want to see this, the scary movie or whatever? So I think I did it right. So she was like, oh, scary. So I was, yo, this is so horrible. So she was like, yeah. She's like, okay, we can watch it or whatever. So she was like, yeah, to the scary movie. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing good. You know, doing a little sign language, whatever. So, mind you, I thought that would have been cool to learn sign language because she wasn't a bad person. All of a sudden we get in there, we watching the movie. I feel a heavy pressure on my shoulder. So I look over, I'm like, shorty sleep. Knocked out, cold, sleep, snoring, drooling. I got this new little varsity jacket. I'm like, you better wake up. Because I didn't even want to see this. I wanted to see Kevin Hart. I wanted to be cracking up. I wanted to be laughing like hysterically. And I couldn't do that because I thought about you. So you could see what's going on. So now I'm like, yo, she really sleeps. So I'm texting my friend. I'm telling her everything that's happening right now. This bitch says something retarded. I can't even say it on here. It had me roll it in the fucking movie theater. And I'm like, yo, y'all, she sleep. They like, no, you lying. I'm like, I'm dead serious. She sleep on my shoulder. They like, yo, just get up and leave. I'm like, no. Like, y'all mad rude. Like, no. Whatever. Movie over. So I text her. I'm like, yo, you dead fell asleep. So she was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Da da da. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go and grab something to eat real quick or whatever. And we looking on the menu thing or whatever, and I'm like, which one you want? Like, point to which one you want. So I thought the one she pointed to was the one that she wanted. Clearly it wasn't. So when she got her food, she was like this is not it. So I was like, oh, sorry. Like, so she was like don't worry about it, she'll eat it. We get and sit down. So now she texts me. She's like, so what do you think about me? Do you like me? Da da da. I'm like, fuck. So now I text her back. I'm like, I mean, you're cool. You know, we could be friends. We could get to know each other a little bit more, you know, but I'm not ready for a relationship right now. Did I mean that? I mean, I really wasn't, but it's just like, this would be a process. Am I ready for all of that? Probably wasn't around that time. And she went off. I know y'all like, how? She went off. If y'all ever heard how Charlie Brown, the song, the teacher, I think it was, the one, she sounded like that as she was screaming. Yes. I didn't even know she had a voice. Like, it was like, like, oh Lord. No. No. So, Lord forgive me, please. I'm just trying to go based on my experience. Boy. So, she's like, I feel so bad telling this story. She's like, just angry, just mad angry. So I'm like, shh, tone it down, like, shh, please. Everybody in the restaurant, like, I'm like, girl. So I'm like, text. Like, girl, you not about to yell at me. I don't know what the fuck you saying, no. So she's like a little upset. She's just like, oh, I wanted to talk to you or whatever. I'm like, okay, but I like to take things slow. She didn't want that. Clearly. Whatever. Now, on our way back, get on the train, everything like that, we depart. And I don't think I hit her back up. I don't even remember, but that was just a lot. Like, and yeah. Who, Lord forgive me. That was a hard story to tell. I'm sorry. All right, coming in at number 10, top 10. Okay, this is the last one, y'all. I know y'all like, damn, she got mad stories, but no, these is real facts. Like, some of them are not dates. Some of them are like hangout, meetups, like just trying to see the person, you know, for the first time or whatever the case is. But most of these are just old stories, so please. But anyways, this was like my first real girlfriend. I don't even think she was really a girlfriend. She was just somebody, like, we were just talking, I guess. But to me, like, being young and like that's the first girl I was actually talking to. We were talking a lot, like, online. And I thought it was cool. I thought, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything was good. Like, we was talking. Finally met up by her house and everything. And I saw her. I'm just like, she was way taller than me. And a little big around the areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But her big was different. Because it was just, like, formally like a stomach. But she was big on top of that, so you didn't know whether it was just, okay, she's just a big girl. So I didn't know. Now, before I even tell y'all what happened, I'm gonna just or tell y'all the title of the story or title of this number 10. I'm just gonna get into the story, okay? So y'all could be like, oh wow. So we talking everything like that, and you know, I started liking her vibe. I thought it was cool. We, you know, talked to the morning all the time, everything. Then we had gotten no. Before we got into an argument, I had introduced her to my second older sister, and she see her, my sister like, and then she's like, Sadia, you sure that girl not pregnant? I'm like, what? Kia, that is not nice. Like, you know, she just a big girl. Like, come on, you a big girl yourself. Like, come on, like, you should know. So she's like, Sadia, something's not right. And I'm just like, Kia, whatever. Ignoring her, not listening to my sister. Pure usual, I was hard-headed. I go, whatever, a couple of weeks, we get in an argument. And she's like, you know what? We need to break up. We can't be together, blah, 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 whatever. I'm just like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, she was like, I said, something. I'm like, yo, you acting like you talking to somebody else. And if I was...
I'm gonna say one. You want me to do
Go home and get the gun.
I'm just like, and if you was, what? Yo, F you. Blah, 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 blah. Going at it. Also, she was like, you know what? That's why I'm pregnant with twin.
Pregnant with twin. Pregnant with twin.
Bring it all the way back. You what? What? You pregnant? Yo, I should have listened to my sister. I'm like, yo, my sister was fucking right. And I hate when they write. When they write, that blows mine. I'll be like, ooh. Like, no. Yo, I was so heated. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I wasn't even like crying or anything like that because that was like the beginning of it. It was just like, you fucking bitch. Yo, crazy, y'all. But anyways, that is the end of my top 10 worst dates or encounters or talking to girls, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for watching. I will have more videos very soon. Sorry it's taking so long. I'm really trying to build up my content and really get it together because this YouTube shit ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified with all my videos. And I will see y'all in the next video.